I have a few of my favorite cardboard box and cardboard tube ideas for you, because you know how much we as teachers and parents love to use and repurpose things we already have at home, right? To make learning fun and engaging for little kids. So first, I want to welcome everyone for joining me tonight. And some of you may have received a text message letting you know about the broadcast and our topic for tonight. So if you want to sign up for text messages that will let you know whenever I am live here on the Pre-K Pages Facebook page, all you have to do is text this number 81010, and in the box where you would send your message, where you would normally type your message, you put at PREKPAG. So Tom will also drop directions for you in the comments. There he is. Hey, Honduras is in the house. Somebody was, excuse me, somebody was at Costco and they got the text message. Sol is here from the Teaching Tribe. Welcome, everybody. So if you want to be notified whenever I go live here at Pre-K Pages, you can sign up for the text message list. Obviously, it's completely optional, but some people find it really helpful. So if you want to know what the topic is, you can go ahead and do that. Hey guys, I see some folks here from the Teaching Tribe. Welcome, guys. And some of you hopped on this weekend when I got on live. I think I was on Saturday. I came on live to talk about how doors to the Teaching Tribe are open just for, oh, Facebook is sending me messages again. The number of people watching your video is increasing. Woo! I was on the Facebook Live talking about how membership to the Teaching Tribe is now open. So the Teaching Tribe is my premium membership site for teachers just like you, teachers of preschool, pre-K, kindergarten, Head Start, in-home childcare, faith-based programs, and more. And in membership, members have access 24/7 to all of the printables that you would normally pay for at Pre-K Pages. So that's a $740 value. Then we also have our Safe Haven community of new and veteran teachers. It's a safe haven for asking and answering questions. So if you want to talk teaching and you want to get ideas and support, and this weekend we had a couple of people who are having their formal teacher evaluations this week, so that was kind of a hot topic. I do have a guest expert I am getting ready to book over in the Teaching Tribe for office hours, and we'll talk about, he's a teacher evaluator, and we will chat about how to rock your teacher evaluation like a boss. That's another thing over in the Teaching Tribe. We have two trainings with me every month. Each one is worth a 1-hour certificate of attendance. Each one comes with a 1-hour certificate of attendance. And then we also have fun things going on over there, like we have our Teaching Tribe t-shirts. If you're a tribe member, don't forget to get your t-shirt if you want one, because they stop selling at midnight tonight. And we also have our Tribe Buddies program, kind of like Secret Santa, but it goes on for longer than just the month of December. We have our book study coming up. We have a new book study coming up in January. We're going to be reading I Am Reading by Matt Glover and Kathy Collins. So we're going to be doing that over in the Teaching Tribe. We have all kinds of fun stuff going on over there. We have our monthly community contests, all kinds of great stuff. So with that said, enrollment to the Teaching Tribe has been closed for the last 2 months, but we decided to open it for this holiday weekend here in the US. So if you would, oops, that's the wrong one. If you would like to join the Teaching Tribe, enrollment will be open until midnight Eastern tonight. And you can get into the Teaching Tribe. It will be your last chance to get into the Teaching Tribe before 2017. The next time we'll be open will be sometime in 2017. So you can go to the Teaching Tribe. Tom will also drop a link, and you can sign up there if you're not already a member. Sorry about that. And then for those of you who aren't members, and of course membership isn't for everybody, and if you don't think membership is right for you and you want to continue to buy things from Pre-K Pages, you're certainly welcome to do that. And since it is Cyber Monday here in the US, we are having a 50% off sale over at Pre-K Pages on all of the paid resources there. So you just enter this code at checkout, save time, all caps. So you go over to Pre-K pages, you'll see the store, and anything in the store is 50% off until midnight Eastern tonight only. And then the sale will end, and then the code will no longer be valid. So if you want to get printable resources to help you save time, teach better, and live more, things like my brand new bathroom routine, picture prompts to help your kids learn how to use the bathroom independently, that's over there. That was just released last week. This is a brand new resource if you don't already have it. Of course, if you're a member of the tribe, you already have access to these. The finger plays with Dr. Jean. This was released a few weeks ago. It kind of goes along with the webinar that I did with her, the free webinar. That's over in the Pre-K Pages store, as well as 300 other resources for you to save time, teach better, and live more. All right, so let's get started with some of these ideas that I have. First, I'm going to share with you a cardboard box that I decorated. Now, I just want to preface, I don't sew, and I'm not super crafty, but I made this box. I hope you can see it. It's supposed to look like a bed. Do you see what it looks like here? So this was an old shoebox. See, here's the box on the end. It was an old shoebox, and all I did was I bought some, I don't really even know the name of this stuff, but it's kind of like ribbon or whatever. I bought this at my Hobby Lobby or whatever craft store, Joann's or whatever. I bought this just enough to go around the outside of the box. I hot glued it on because I'm a teacher and hot glue is my friend. So I glued this on. So this is like the bed skirt. And then I used my pinking shears, you know, those wavy scissors there that you can cut fabric with so that you don't have to sew them. I just cut some fabric out. Whatever cheap fabric was on sale at the craft store, and I hot glued that on top of the box. And so now we've got like a bed and a bed skirt. And then I added this little puffy piece on the top. I just covered some batting with that same fabric and hot glued that on. And so now I have a bed, eyelet lace. Yes, thank you, Sheila. I knew it had a name. So now I have this little bed, right? And so this is just a cardboard box. And the reason I made this, and a lot of the things that I use in my classroom, I make them because kids learn through hands-on stuff, right? And also I work with a lot of, oh, I didn't need to take the lid off the box yet. I work with a lot of second language learners, and second language learners learn better with real things, maybe not real frogs in this case if we're talking about frogs or teddy bears or whatever, but three-dimensional things they can see, touch, and feel. So in this particular case, I have my bed, and then I have these little monkeys. Aren't they cute? They're little tiny monkeys, and I have, how many do you think I have of these little monkeys? 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So I have my 5 little monkeys on the bed, right? So now we can sing the song, 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, right? And I can engage the children by inviting them up to hold the monkeys. So I might have 5 kids come up, and I might give 1 monkey to 5 of the children, and then we'll sing the song together after we've learned it already, and they will add their monkeys to the bed and take them off while we sing the little song, okay? These little monkeys, of course, everyone's going to ask me where I got them. I have to be honest, I bought them at a teacher conference years ago. There was a vendor, and I don't know if they still exist, but they used to be like half off puppets or half price puppets or something. And they used to have all these really cute stuffed animals and things like this for super cheap. Like all their hand puppets were $5 and all these little guys were like $2. I don't know if they still exist. It was several years ago, but I bought 5 monkeys, right? Because what early childhood teacher doesn't want 5 of these little monkeys? So now I have this little bed made out of a cardboard box, and I have my little monkeys. Now you could totally get pictures of monkeys and glue them to popsicle sticks, right? So Then once we do this in our large group, and we've been singing the song for weeks or months or whatever, and the kids are used to interacting with me and playing with the monkeys, now I can set it out at my retelling center. So I try to have a retelling center in my classroom. And sometimes, of course, a retelling center could be your puppet theater if you have one. It could be your classroom library, because you're obviously going to pair this with a copy of the book, Five Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, right? So I'm going to put this book with this box, and the kids can go there and act out the song or the rhyme or whatever, and they absolutely love it. So this is going to be like a kind of a scaffold for those of your children that have language challenges or who are second language learners. This is going to be really, really helpful for them, because it's going to provide a supportive way for them to practice their oral language skills and vocabulary, because they've got the rhythm. Five little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." And now you count the monkeys. Now there's 4. So it gives them a supportive structure, right? That rhythm, that repetition, and that rhyme is going to help them as they're learning the language, or for those children who have language challenges. So this is a hot center in my classroom. As long as my kids are familiar with and comfortable with the rhyme, I wouldn't even put this out after a week. It would probably be several weeks, and then it can stay there for a long time, and it can be a kid's choice. But here's another cool thing about the bed is if you lift up the lid of the shoebox, now where can the monkeys go? The monkeys can go right inside the shoebox. So that is a great way to incorporate storytelling. And I'm going to put a copy of the book in the box as well. So anytime I do a retelling activity, I also want a copy of the book to support that retelling. So yeah, I think my monkeys are touching the keyboard here. And I think that they may have typed something here in the chat box. I don't know. Okay. So that was a cardboard box idea. So I have a little problem with saving my cardboard boxes, because I never want to, there we are, I never want to throw them away, because I might need them, right? And it just might be the case where I have to go out and buy a new pair of shoes so I can have a cardboard box, and we don't want that. It's kind of like if you give a mouse a cookie, right? Okay, here's the comments. Amanda's here from New York, new to the teaching tribe. Welcome, Amanda. Karen from Honduras. Welcome, Karen. Yay. All right. All right, so is there a discount code for the tribe? Tom will drop a link to where you can sign up. So the teaching tribe is only open until midnight tonight, and will close again until sometime in 2017. So Sharon is a step ahead of the game, because she's just guessed what we're going to talk about next. I know, because great minds think alike, Sharon. All right. Okay, so inside the box right now, the monkeys are going to go there, but I also have exactly what Sharon was just talking about. McDonald's had these little Beanie Babies a few years ago. They used to have them like every so many months, or like once a year or something like that, in their Happy Meals. And so I would go and I would get them. But the great thing is if you have parents or grandparents who live in a retirement community, you can just put the call out over there and say, "Hey, my daughter's collecting Beanie Babies from the McDonald's Happy Meal," and you will get a lot. So I have 10 little teddy bears, and I've tried to get all the different ones. So here are the little teddy bears from the McDonald's Happy Meals. I've got cheerleaders, I've got ballerinas, I've got this little bear in a bib. He's kind of like Baby Bear. I've got this little bear. So these were like Build-A-Bear workshop type theme bears. Here's one in a 50s outfit, a poodle skirt. So there's 10 of them. Okay, so that means 10 Happy Meals were consumed. And now I can, let me get the box lid here. we can do the story of 10 in a bed. Does everyone know 10 in a bed? There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. And they all rolled over, and one fell out. So this is a fun little song. And one thing I forgot to mention was that I've started making playlists on YouTube with some of my favorite songs. I just started doing that today, so there's not a lot of them there yet, but I made a playlist of my songs that I'm going to be using tonight. So Tom will drop a link to my YouTube playlist of favorite preschool songs for you. So if you're not familiar with any of these chants or rhymes, then you can go over and watch the videos on YouTube from my absolute favorite website, Super Simple Learning, or Super Simple Songs as they're known on YouTube. And they are the absolute best resource for songs for early childhood, because I used them in my classroom years ago, back when they were just like a two-person operation out of Japan. And their stuff is so good because it's made by teachers for teachers, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I have met some of the folks that work there, and they are just the sweetest, nicest people, and they really know their stuff. So I love their songs, and they have these wonderful animated videos as well. And I used back when they only had like 5 songs. I was like one of their YouTube followers back then, and I used them in my classroom, and my kids just love them. They're great for, the reason I found them was because they started out being for second language learners. You know, that's the market they focused on, and that's the market that I worked with. So it worked out really well, but they are awesome. So Tom will drop a link to my YouTube playlist in the comments for you of the songs that I'm sharing tonight, like 5 Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed. They have a video for that one. And this is 10 in the bed, and the little one said. So there's 10 bears here. And once I get them all out, they really take up the entire bed. So I'm glad that I had a nice big shoebox. And you can only imagine getting 10 Happy Meals from the drive-thru. I didn't buy them all at once. It was like over time. And I would go through and I would say, what bear do you have today? And they would dig through the box at the little drive-thru, you know, through the little microphone, and they would tell me, and I would say, okay, I don't want a white princess, and I don't want a cheerleader. I need... And you can go on their website and see what things they have in their Happy Meals. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I got all these little tiny bears. Of course, you can get them from other places. That vendor I talked about that I got these others from had little bears as well, but these were a better deal. So 10 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out. And now there were, and then you count them all. You count them all with the kids. And of course, it would be great if you had the kids come up and hold a bear. And this is a great song because if you have a big class, let's say you have 20 kids like I did, 20 or more, half your class would come up to participate in this. And I would tell the other half, you're the audience. And I would explain what the audience is and what the audience does and how the audience respects the people that are on the stage and all that. So it was a good learning experience. And then we would switch, and then the next 10 would have a turn. So if I had 22 kids, then we would have an usher who would help, you know, keep the audience in line, and we would have a stage director who would make sure that the kids were putting out and taking off the bears at the right time, so that we could have everybody involved. So these little bears are great. They're really durable. I mean, I don't know, they were just in Happy Meals, and you know, we teachers take every opportunity to teach cheap that we can find. So 10 in the bed. So check out my YouTube playlist if you're not familiar with that song, or if you'd like a great video from Super Simple Learning to go along with that. Okay, so now my bears can live in the box with my monkeys. So once your kids know both of those songs, right, now you can put all of them in the box, and now you have 2 retelling opportunities at your retelling center along with both of those books, okay? So my monkeys and my bears fit really nicely inside my box. Do you see that? It's filled up with monkeys and bears. So I went out to the garage today to get these for you because that's where all the good stuff lives at my house. And then this can go on a shelf in the retelling center, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. It was a box and some fabric from the craft store in my hot glue gun. I don't sew, and I have a set of pinking shears because I don't sew. So that is 10 in a bed and 5 little monkeys. And I'm going to catch up with comments. I'm going to make sure that I'm not missing out on any of your comments. Let's see. Ontario is here. North Carolina. Okay. I think I need to refresh my comments again. Okay. This is a cardboard tube, right? Like a paper towel tube. Okay. And you can do this a number of different ways. So I know some of you already know where I'm going with this. You can paint it brown. I covered this in brown felt because they sell felt at the dollar store now. So there's no shortage of felt. I like the texture. Often if you paint things, paint can chip off or smudge off or whatever. Hey, Brenda from Minnesota. So you know what I did next. So McDonald's had those little frogs as well as the bears one year. I don't know when if they still have these or not, but I collected these little frogs. You can also get little frog finger puppets, like at Oriental Trading and things like that, or a picture of a frog on a popsicle stick works just as well. But I like to have these actual things the kids can touch and feel and manipulate, because 3D is more fun and meaningful than flat when it comes to little kids and learning. It's especially helpful for my second language learners, because a picture of a frog versus a real plush frog where you can go ribbit, ribbit, ribbit and squeeze him and all that is a completely different experience. So I have 5 frogs. So there's 5 more Happy Meals. Are you doing the math? So far I had 10 bears from McDonald's, and now I have 5 frogs. That's 15 Happy Meals. I should own stock in McDonald's. But no, in all honesty, some of those are from friends and family who collected those for me. So now I have 5 little frogs. So you could also put a little a little Velcro on their bottom so that they could stick better to the tube, because if you sit this down, it will roll. So that's something to think about. I would maybe put a little felt on there. So it's a cardboard tube covered with brown felt, and now I have my 5 green and speckled frogs. And there is the 5 green and speckled frog song on my YouTube channel, my favorite preschool songs YouTube channel that Tom will drop a link to in the comments for you. But now we're going to sing 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Then there were 4 green speckled frogs. And so you'll count them with the kids. You can have the kids come up and take one off and put it into the pool. And the pool could be a blue bucket, a blue bowl, a piece of blue construction paper, whatever you want it to be. So now they're taking things off and manipulating. They're singing the song. And this is something else that you can put in your retelling center. I hot glued the felt onto the tube there. Hot glue is teacher's best friend. So it's just hot glued on there, and it's a cardboard tube and a piece of, as Mary said, 23-cent felt from Walmart. So you know how when you go to Walmart and you got your cart and you're doing all your grocery shopping and stuff, and you just kind of wander over to the craft aisle and throw some craft supplies into your shopping cart. That's how it happens. That's how the felt gets home. So 5 green and speckled frogs, and I took the shirts off of these guys so that they weren't distracting for the kids, but really it doesn't really matter. I had some with shirts, some without. But they absolutely love to retell the stories of 5 green and speckled frogs, 10 in a bed, 5 little monkeys. These are the staples of any good early childhood program. I mean, these are the things that are going to help kids develop oral language and literacy skills that they need for success in life and school, because oral language is directly tied to reading ability later. Oh yeah, the wood grain contact paper, Rhonda. I have some of that for my Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. You could totally do that. That would look cool. Or a real branch from the yard would be great if you have one. That would be awesome if you could find one that was the right size or cut it to size. But anyway, hot glue gun for $2.99 at Walmart, Mary. Yeah, Walmart has everything. Hi, Monique from Madison. Welcome. Oh yes, definitely for developing number sense too. This is like, these little songs are win-wins because you're developing number sense, one-to-one correspondence, in addition to all the oral language, the rhythm, the rhyme, and the repetition. Perfect for all children and especially helpful for your second language learners. So the five little monkeys jumping on the bed, 10 in the bed, and the 5 green and speckled frogs. Now, if you don't have these frogs that I bought like 8 years ago, that's okay, because you can still use pictures of frogs on a stick or little finger puppets. I've seen little frog finger puppets at Oriental Trading. You know, they're rubber, and they could sit right on here as well. Mary said she made her frogs out of felt. Wonderful. Whatever you have that you can use, that the kids can touch and manipulate, that's the most important thing. And then I've shared this one with you before, but it was a long time ago, like in the spring or the summer. But this is a paint stick, and these are chip clips. You know, like the little clippies that you put on a potato chip bag or whatever it is. So this is the same concept, but it's great fine motor too. These are actually pretty hard to pinch. So your kids would really get a workout there. So you could do 5 green and speckled frogs sat on the speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs, yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, or this way, and then where it was nice and cool. And then there were 1, 2, 3, 4. And the kids could come up and take turns. This is just a paint stick and chip clips. And I have these chip clips and bumblebees and ladybugs, and I have the monkeys. I do have monkey clips. I have a whole bucket of nothing but chip clips just for this purpose, for these kinds of activities. So this is another option. Probably easier to find these chip clips than it is to find the little stuffed frogs. Like I said, I get a lot of my little stuffed animals from the, like those monkeys from that store called Puppets at Half Price or something like that. I'll have to look it up and put the link in. A while ago. I don't know if they still exist or not, but they were a fabulous deal. Okay, so then, oh, here's the other one. I knew there was another one. This is, now this could be a cardboard tube, or it could be a piece of PVC pipe, you know, that plastic plumbing pipe you can get at your local home improvement store that you spray paint gray, or even a real piece of aluminum gutter. In this case, I took, this one here is actually an empty Pringles can, and I took the bottom off and I covered it in tin foil just because I didn't want to make a trip to Home Depot. I will do just about anything to avoid that particular task. So this is, as you probably have guessed already, the water spout. Okay, and then I found at the dollar store a while ago, they had a board book. And the board book had a spider finger puppet on it. Does anyone remember when they had these at the Dollar Tree? And this is a spider finger puppet, and it was attached to the board book. So for $1, I bought the board book and cut the spider off because, hello, teacher. So now I have the water spout, right? And this is just a cardboard tube covered in tin foil. You could totally use a PVC pipe from your home improvement store and spray paint it gray. You could use a piece of real rain gutter if you wanted. I'm just afraid about the sharp edges on those. And so this one is super sturdy and durable. This one has been around for a really long time. So they're pretty durable. It squishes and then it takes its shape back again. It's been through a lot of abuse. This one's traveled in my luggage for the last 6 years and it's still going strong. So this is obviously the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. And he just, because the tube is rather large on the top, this spider goes straight down. Now you could totally use a paper towel tube and a black pom-pom. I think that would be great because pom-poms, they're one of our favorite manipulatives in early childhood, and they can easily take on the role of the spider in this rhyme. So there's a link to the Super Simple Learning Itsy Bitsy Spider Song on my YouTube playlist that Tom has dropped in the comments below. So all the songs that I've done with you tonight are available over on that playlist page if you want them. If you're a parent, go ahead and use those at home with your children. Encourage them to recite the rhymes with you, to act out the rhymes with their hands, and to use any props that they might have. And then in the classroom, you can use those songs to help you if you don't already know the rhymes. You don't need to show the videos to the children if you don't want to, or you're not allowed to, or whatever. They're just there as a tool for you if you need them, or to share with parents. But Itsy Bitsy Spider, Pringles can, tin foil, and a finger puppet, but it could just be a black pom-pom, honestly. I mean, spiders, really. Super fun, super easy. Let's see, let me catch up on the comments. So yes, Sharon said she used those exact same little Beanie Babies that I did, or these little guys. Let me see if my comments updated. Sorry, I have to look down because now that I switched the way my screen goes, I can't read the comments. Nope, I'm going to try to go over here and see them this way. Okay. In the retelling center, do you rotate the stories or collect them? I try to keep as many as I can there, 2, maybe 3, but they have to be something the kids are really, really, really familiar with, and I kind of let their interests dictate what I put there. So if it's October and I put out the 5 Little Monkeys, and I notice that in January they're still really engaged by the 5 Little Monkeys, I'm going to leave them there and maybe add and subtract in other ways there. If I notice that they're not doing the 5 Green and Speckled Frogs after we've introduced it, then I might reintroduce it during large group time and then put it out again in the center and see what happens. And maybe the case is they just don't care for that song or something, and I might swap it out with something else. But I really let their interests guide me when it comes to that. As long as there are things there that are going to engage them and get them singing and interacting and having fun and retelling, that's the most important thing. Sarah says her preschooler is watching too. Hi Shania, welcome. Vicky says you can buy the toys instead of the meal. Shh, Vicky, what's the fun in that? I'm just kidding. Do they charge $1 for their toys if you just buy them that way? That would be cool. All right. Let's see. The thrift store. Yes, a thrift store is a great idea. Hey. Yep, blue felt for the pond. Mary's a wealth of information. Absolutely. Hey, Kay from Alabama. Welcome. All right. Yay, now the comments are updating. Okay, Chesapeake, Virginia. All right. Yay. Okay, awesome. Paige says she's a daycare provider, and let me find Paige's comment. That's all that Facebook will let me see on the screen. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Lauren, that's so sweet. You inspired me to start retelling centers in my classroom. She has the duck clip chips. I shared the duck chip clips over the summer, and it's the 5 little ducks went out to play. That one. She has the duck clips on a paint stick and the Goldilocks puppets. Now she needs some of the plush guys. Let me find Paige's comment. She says she's a child care provider. And where did I get the clips from? That's a good question, Ramonica. The clips come a lot of times from the dollar store. So the ducks that I have, the ladybugs, the bumblebees, the alligators, those all came from, and maybe some of the frogs came from the Dollar Tree. And sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. And then, so these, that's where they came from. Some of them. You can see they're from different sets though, because the ones with the big mouths, I think they came from the Dollar Tree. And the ones with just the little smile, I think those came from the Container Store. I don't usually shop there, but I was short a frog, so it was a necessity. Thanks, Paige. Sorry. I don't know why I can't see the rest of your comment. I'll catch up with it though. Pamela has a great idea. Green garden gloves with the little faces of the froggies on the fingers. That's another great idea. I love that. Yay. Wonderful. Yeah, Cindy, so the chip clips, try the Dollar Tree. The ducks were there this summer, and then sometimes they have the butterflies and the ladybugs and the frogs and the alligators. It's really kind of hit or miss. Sometimes they get them in, sometimes they don't have them. Kim likes that they're different frogs. Monique says the Itsy Bitsy Spider is her favorite song. Okay. All right. Okay. So I want to thank everyone for coming. Paige, I'm sorry, your comment has disappeared off my screen. I will get back to it. I want to remind you that you can watch this broadcast from the very beginning as soon as I'm done talking tonight, and then the links will be clickable. And if you liked any of the songs that I shared tonight, the 5 green and speckled frogs, the 10 in the bed, the 5 little monkeys, those are all over on my YouTube playlist from Super Simple Learning, which is a fantastic free, all those songs over there are free on YouTube. It's a great site. And what else was I going to tell you? The Teaching Tribe. Don't forget, if you're not a member of the tribe and you're thinking about joining, now's the time, because we are closing doors at midnight tonight. They're closing. We only open membership a couple of times a year, and this will be your last chance to get in for 2016. We won't open the doors again until sometime in 2017. We're starting up a book study in January. We've got the Tribe Buddies program going on. We've got our community. There, we're back again. Hello. It's like magic. We've got our community, our printables at your fingertips 24/7, and 2 trainings with me every month. If you're a tribe member, don't forget to come to tomorrow night's training, office hours, on the topic of small group literacy instruction. And also, we are having, if the tribe isn't your thing, if you're not a member of the tribe, and it's not something you can do or you're interested in right now, everything over at Pre-K Pages is still same as it's always been. And we are having a Cyber Monday sale at Pre-K Pages on all of the resources in the store. So go to Pre-K Pages, check out the store, and type in Save Time at checkout, and you'll get 50% off of any purchase more than $10 at Pre-K Pages until midnight tonight. So if you're thinking of joining the tribe, don't do this, because the tribe gives you access to absolutely everything that I have. So don't do this if you're going to join the tribe. But if you're not going to join the tribe, you can't join the tribe, whatever, do that. Everything closes at midnight tonight. So you're going to want to get into the Teaching Tribe, theteachingtribe.com. Tom has put a link in there as well. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by. This is a regularly scheduled broadcast. I'm Vanessa Levin from Pre-K Pages, and we are live every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Lori says, join, it's so worth it. Yay, Lori, thank you. Yes, we have some tribe members here, and if you see them putting the hashtag Teaching Tribe in their comments, that means they're tribe members. You always feel free to ask them what they think about membership, and they will give you an honest opinion. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you again Wednesday night. And we have some fun broadcasts planned this month. I felt it was too early to talk about holiday stuff, although we did one broadcast on gifts that kids can make for parents already. But I'll be doing the favorite books, favorite holiday books. We'll be doing a Hanukkah broadcast. We'll be doing holiday activities. We'll be making things for Hanukkah, things like that. So we'll be doing some holiday stuff in the coming weeks. But tonight was just a super simple broadcast. Hey Sally, how to join? Really quick, there you go. theteachingtribe.com, and then hit learn more. And it will take you to the page where it has all the information and where you can learn all the details and sign up there. All right. Thanks, guys. I will see you Wednesday. Bye.